What actor was perfectly cast for a role? Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. Christoph Waltz as Hans Landa. Leonard Nimoy as Spock. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. I feel like Alan Rickman was perfect for Severus Snape purely because of his voice. Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. That guy will forever be Aragorn. Michael J. Fox. Marty McFly. I cannot believe I haven't seen James L. Jones as the voice of Darth Vader on here, or does that count? Ian McKellen as Gandalf. Matthew Lillard as Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. Jodie Foster as Clarice Starling. RDJ. Iron Man. David Bowie Goblin King Smiling Face. Morgan Freeman as God. Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. Christina Ricci was created in a lab to play Wednesday Addams. Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool 100%. Bob Odenkirk as Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society, Awakenings, and Good Will Hunting. Steve Carell in The Office. James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano. James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell in The Mummy. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Perfect. John Malkovich in Being John Malkovich. Peter Dinklage Tyrion Lannister. Heath Ledger. The Dark Knight. Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka, he made that film perfect. Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman. Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. Mads Mikkelsen as Hannibal Lecter. Niles Crane. J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. They got the casting so right that he's played the same character in several series. I suppose same could be said for Mark Hamill and Joker. Slingblade. I reckon. MMMHMM. Daniel Day-Lewis in everything he's been in. Henry Cavill The Witcher. Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal. Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. Brad Pitt in anything he's ever been in. It's more than a man crush. The guy is amazing. Cillian Murphy as Thomas Shelby. Paul Anderson as Arthur Shelby. RDJ as Tony Stark. Timothy Olyphant as Joel in Santa Clarita Diet. Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken in Escape from NY. Michael C. Hall. Dexter. Samuel L. Jackson for every role he has played. Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. The kid who played King Joffrey. Tom Ellis for Lucifer. He's basically Lucifer IRL. Lol. David Tennant as Doctor Who. Jonathan Banks as Mike from Breaking Bad. He looks like an unsuspecting senior citizen when he first appears. But by Christ, I felt chills whenever I saw those scenes where I knew he was holding back for some reason or another and could probably kill everyone in the room with some witty dodge move. Such a badass. Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. Charles Dance. Tywin Lannister Christoph Waltz. Hans Landa Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring. Ashton Kutcher as Kelso in That 70s Show. Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. Tom Selleck as Matthew Quigley. Walter White by Bryan Cranston. Everyone's talking about live-action characters but nobody mention actors dubbing characters. Robin Williams as the genie or Jeremy Irons as Scar are the ones that comes to mind. I know this is said a lot, but Ryan Reynolds was basically born to be Deadpool. Ralph Fiennes as Eamon Goeth Schindler's List. The entire cast of The Hangover. Gay Oldman. Pick your favorite role of his, but if you haven't seen his character in Slow Horses, then you're letting yourself down. Riley Reid in Monsters of Cock. The entire cast of Tombstone. Walton Goggins, Justified. Gary Oldman, Nick Cage, Raising Arizona. Everyone in the West Wing. Anthony Starr Homelander. Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles. Jack Black as Poe in Kung Fu Panda. Sean Connery in anything he does. Michael Fox as Marty McFly. Who could have played Forrest Gump better than Tom Hanks? Go ahead and think it over. I'll wait. Johnny Depp. He was the perfect role for Jack Sparrow! Harrison Ford as Han Solo. Deadpool plays Ryan Reynolds, super well. Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, despite him not having green eyes. Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy. Every single one in The Lord of the Rings. Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean. I just watched The Shining. So I'm going to say Jack Nicholson as Jack Torrance. Holy cow. What a performance. Gregory Peck as Atticus Finch. Peter O'Toole as T.E. Lawrence. Robert Shaw as Quint in Jaws. Stevie Janowski in Eastbound and Down. Jerry Seinfeld as Jerry Seinfeld. David Tennant, the Doctor. Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman, the entire cast of Schitt's Creek. Ellen Burstyn in Requiem for a Dream.